Good morning. Welcome to Jenn Jiggles. I'm Jen. Not Nancy or Barbara or Hedwig. I am Jen. Welcome to Jenn Jiggles. If you're new, hello. If you're coming back, well, golly, thank you. Yesterday was day 3 of week 5 of the Navy diet. It's a 3-day on. If you're new, it's a 3-day on, 4-day off diet. And I lost 2.8 pounds this week, which is great. But I'm feeling kind of not comfortable about that because I usually have some wiggle room. So I can kind of let myself go back to 2.5 if I overeat on the 4 days, which I try not to mind, because there's no point in doing this if that's what you're doing. But I have been known every week to put a little bit back on. And it's fine because I'm still losing overall. But I don't feel that comfortable this week. It's usually like I've lost like 3.5 pounds by this point, which gives me, like a pound of leeway. So I'm going to stick with the Navy diet for today, all day, and tomorrow breakfast and lunch. And then tomorrow night we're going out for dinner for my birthday, which was yesterday, but, we were on the Navy diet, so we couldn't do anything. And Ian brought home tonics cakes, which I love, and said, we can have one of these, Jenny. And I was like, no, we can't. We can't. We cannot do that. I will not be able to control myself. If somebody brought tonic cakes to me, Helen, you know what they are, right? I know you do, because they're made in Scotland, I believe. If somebody brought me a box of tonic cakes, I would sit and eat the whole box. I frigging love them. Anybody who's from America, it is like a Keebler marshmallow cream, where you got the Keebler cookie on the bottom and then the marshmallow and it's coated in chocolate. That's what a tonic cake is. But the chocolate tastes different. It's like, now that I eat American chocolate, it kind of tastes like vomit to me. I know that's weird, but tonic cakes kind of taste different. And it's really weird because Cadbury's owned by Kraft General Foods now, so it's an American company, and the chocolate hasn't changed here. It doesn't taste like American chocolate. It still tastes like English chocolate. And not that I'm eating a lot of chocolate on this diet, mind. But anyway, so he brought home tonic cakes anyway, and don't know why I got off on that rant about chocolate. Probably because it's a subliminal thing, or a subconscious thing, I mean. But I didn't have any. He stuck them at the back of the cupboard, I think. Out of sight, out of mind, which is very good. He went off today with a roast beef sandwich with cheese and lettuce and mayo, toasted on toasted bread, and an orange, and breakfast biscuits, Belvita breakfast biscuits, and some vanilla creams to have with his tea for 11sies and 4sies, and potato chips. And he's happy. And he's eating regular food on his days off, and he's good. Yeah, so I got exercise done yesterday. It was really good. I got on my Wii Fit. I did my regular video for myself yesterday, and while that was rendering, I did some really fast-paced walking, like about 4 times as fast as I normally do when this thing's rendering, because this takes a lot longer. And did this with my arms like I had those ropes, which I don't, but I pretended I do. So it just gives you a bit more of aerobic exercise. And then I got my Wii Fit, and I did 2 sets of steps, and I did the obstacle course, which I'm going to film myself doing today. Not me, but the Wii on the TV, so you guys can see what that's like. And I am out of breath when I get done. And the first day I did it, I did fine, and I got through the whole thing. I got to the end before the time ran out. And yesterday it was like, wah, wah, wah. I didn't get through, but I was out of breath. So I kept getting rolled over by logs and knocked off by big, heavy, swinging wrecking balls. But anyway, so I did that. And then I did a bunch of the balance stuff. There's a fly in here. I did a bunch of the balance stuff. Anyways, I ended up burning, in 37 minutes, I burned 48 calories, I think it was, or 47 calories in 38 minutes, I can't remember. Dyslexia. Having black coffee again this morning, which I'm kind of getting used to, and now I don't really want milk in my coffee. It's really weird. Yeah, so I did the exercise. I did have a bit of a breakdown yesterday afternoon. I actually recorded a video I was going to post to you guys so you could see what it was like when I started getting really kind of like, oh my god, I'm never going to get through this. But by the time I got done and I watched it back, I was like, you're fucking wackadoodle. Don't show them that. But anyway, yeah, I had a moment yesterday where I let myself think that It was a really long road to hoe, and this is really hard, and it is really hard. And I thought, oh my God, I've got a whole year of this. I'm never going to get through a whole year of this. And I just talked myself off that ledge, and it was really good. My day yesterday, even though it was my birthday, was kind of really weird. It started out okay. Ian went off to work and packed his lunch. He went off to work, and I started doing some knitting on the Goldfish Memory Shawl, which is behind me on the floor. Darn it. And then Jedediah called to tell me what was going on at his job, because this is my youngest son, and he's having a bit of trouble at his work right now. And he said happy birthday and da-da-da-da-da. But I was so worried about him being so stressed at his job that it kind of threw my day off. And you know, like when you have an arrhythmia with your heart, like your heart skips a beat, my whole day felt like that arrhythmia. It was really weird, and I just felt off and weird. Just the only time I felt decent was when I was on the Wii, and then I still had that niggle in the back of my head. But anyway, long story short, I took a 2-hour nap yesterday afternoon, and I had planned this for like the last 2 weeks. I said to myself, on my birthday, I'm going to take a long nap, because I have been trying not to nap during the day anymore. And so I did that, and I woke up, and it was fine. I took a shower, went downstairs and started dinner, but I just still felt off. I watched the second half of Bridget Jones, because I have a tendency to watch films and like leave them in the middle and then go back and finish watching the rest of it. And then Ian came home, and we had dinner, and I cried again. We'll talk about that in a second. And then after dinner we watched, he watched, he listened to music on his iPhone thing, I think. No, he was watching eBay. Anyways, we watched that fashion show thing that's new on Netflix, which I kind of like but don't, because there's some really obnoxious twats on that, and I just don't like that particularly. There's 2 designers from England who are there, and they're okay, but they're kind of sort of intense, but not as intense as everybody else. And anyway, I can't really say I'd recommend that show to everyone, because I wouldn't. And I probably won't watch the second season if there is a second season. Anyway, and then after that, he watched the football match last night, and I think it was Hotspurs and Southampton. I can't remember. Anyway, then I watched Clueless, which I haven't seen in like over 10 years. I know it's been like donkey's ages since I've seen that film. So I watched Clueless, which was really nice. I hadn't seen it in a long time, and I know it's very juvenile, but it was something lighthearted, and I love Paul Rudd. Like, I would hit that so hard. Hello, Ant-Man. Anyway, I didn't say that out loud, did I? I did, but he's so fucking hot. Paul Rudd, I love you so much. Anyway, there you go. So, yeah, now everybody knows that I'd hit Paul Rudd. He's so cute. What a good boy. Anyways, I shouldn't say that, because I don't think I'm old enough to be his mom. I think he's pretty close to. Yeah, he's in his 40s, isn't he? I think. I don't know. Anyway, so, yeah, so exercise. Boom, boom, exercise. And if it stays sunny like it is today, even though it's blessed cold out, it's 2 degrees Celsius, which is about 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Probably go out for a walk this weekend with a DOG, because we haven't been able to, because it's been raining like constantly, or foggy and you can't see, and I don't want to take my dog out and cross the road and shit. So anyway, Ian's got a hike that he wants to take that is in Yorkshire, I think. So hopefully it's not you know, misty and rainy on the hills, because you know, Yorkshire is very, where I am in Lancashire, it's very. Anyway, so let's get on with this crafting bitty body doodah. Right, so this is the front right and front right side. Get my fingers right. Do not look at my nails. Oh my god, I have a hangnail. Hang on. God, that's horrible. So, front and right front side of the top. There you go. There you go. That is done, and it is very fiddly, and I'm going to do the left this morning to try to at least get that done. I'm really worried because I had to cut the button bands because I added 2 inches to the bottom of this top in order to cover up my big fat gut. And so I'm really worried about it, but hopefully, all things well, it'll be okay. I hope it's okay. I really hope it's okay. Anyway, so yeah, so there was a little tragedy with cross stitching that I really won't get into. Needless to say, it's a Halloween thing that I'm doing for my podcast next week that probably won't be done now, so I'm not even gonna talk about it on that. But I did it, I off counted on the squares. The pattern I have, it's very small, so the squares are like uber small compared to what you'd like normally see. And I counted wrong, and it was like half again as big as it was supposed to be. And so I basically had to cut that off the piece of Ada that I was working on and move to a different section of the Ada and start again. And I actually took the teeny tiny square pattern and redrew it onto a larger square pattern, and I did myself. And yeah, I tried to scan it and then enlarge it, but it got all foggy and pixelated and shit, so I thought I'll just do it myself. So I did. So I don't have anything to show you there. I'm going to show you the goldfish memory shawl very, very quickly. I finished section 5. I won't even show you the pattern. I'll put a picture right here. Goldfish memory shawl. It's not like you haven't seen it. If you're new, go back and watch a couple episodes back. You can see everything. All the wool and everything that I'm using and who's dyed it and whatever. In fact, I'll probably just show it to you in a second. Never mind, you don't have to go back. That's not very nice of me. So I finished section 5. I start section 6, which is more stockinette. But yeah, this is section 5 that I've just finished. There you go. Can't wait to block this, but this is what I got done so far. So not halfway there yet, which gives you some idea of how freaking big this thing is going to be. But I'm really looking forward to having this. I might wear it to Perth. Yes, Helen, I'm going to Perth. I'm going to Perth. So I can hang out with you and Helen. The wool I'm using on this is Drops Alpaca Unicolor. Please focus. Stop being a twat. Just focus. There we go. Unicolor. And this is Canadian wool. It's from Canada. It's Cool Cat Fibers Edgar. And this is my own hand-dyed yarn. It is called Frankenstein's Castle. And I am really loving the lavender in this. Even, I shouldn't say that because that's like really obnoxious, isn't it? Because it's my own wool, but yeah. Yeah, so Frankenstein's Castle, that's merino. The only thing that's not merino, obviously, is the alpaca. And yeah. So I've used an entire ball and part of a second ball of that alpaca so far on this little sucker, so I hope I don't run out of that. And that's in one of my bags from Cider House Crafts, which I still haven't gotten in into my eBay shop. I don't know if I showed you guys this, and I haven't gone back to look at the video, so I hope I'm not repeating myself here. But I did do the chain plying on that spin that I did, and this is how it came out. So yeah, so this is going to go into a top-down sweater of my choosing, and this will be the color that goes in the top. I don't even care about the pattern. I'm just going to put this as my color in the top because I want something that I've done. Jesus, that smells sheepy. Oh, I love the smell of sheep. Anyway, yeah, so I've done all that. And then it was my birthday, like I said. And my lovely friend Helen of Sprite 966 fame. I kept saying how much I loved that blue. Night sky blue. Oh, I don't have stuff on my shirt. I've got little bleach marks on my shirt, just in case anybody's wondering. I'm not that big a slob. Yeah. And then I said how much I liked the the stocking, the fingering, but I couldn't get it because I'd already spent all my money. And what does Helen do? She sends me the fingering weight version of it for my birthday. Cried like a baby when I read your card. Then I opened this and went, holy shit. Oh my god. I love it so much, woman. So this is my Christmas socks. I am going to cast these on the day after Thanksgiving, and I am going to knit Christmas socks out of this. And oh my god. I love your sock wool is amazing. I'm sorry, but it just is. I love it. Anyway, it's called Night Sky, and it is, this one is 4-ply socks, superwash merino, and nylon. And it is called, again, it's called Night Sky. And if you have not visited Helen's shop, go visit her shop. Just go buy something. Her stuff is amazing. It's incredible. Not only did she do that, but she sent me 2 bags. This one, sister, I'm totally using this for this cotton sock thing I've got going on this summer. Because I know they'll fit because they're in like little skinny ball things. I love this. Jedediah loves this. Jedediah particularly loves this character. And he's like, Mom, you give me that bag. And I was like, no, you can't have it. It's just mine. Isn't that the sweetest little thing you've ever seen in your life? And then Helen's got these like stamps that she stamps on the inside of your bag with. It's incredible. And look at the leaves. Oh, so lovely. Can't wait to use that. Totally using that bitch. I'm telling you. And then I got other stuff. I got flowers, and I got a Funko Pop up there, which is else. So I'll just show that in Craft House Magic next week. And I got a cookbook for my sister, which was very nice, and it's all her recipes. So she put this whole cookbook together, which is amazing. And then I got this office chair, which is new, and it doesn't squeak, so I'm so happy about that. And the flowers, the cards. I got money from Ian's parents, which immediately went into his wallet. And trying to think what else I got. I got other stuff. I just can't remember what it was. But I do remember this. So I'm watching Ellie from Craft House Magic, and her friend sent her this book, and I was like, oh my god, I have to have that book. And I was watching it while Ian was sat in the lounge. I went, oh my god, I love that book so hard. And Lee bought it for me. He bought it for me. I love this book so much. So there's a couple things I'm going to show first. And the Cornish Pixie is one of them. And I don't want to get stuck because I don't want to keep you guys for donkey's ages. But I'm knitting that for Hugo. Oh. I'm knitting that for Jedediah because he asked me for it. He's like, Mom, I love that. Can you make that for me? And I was like, yeah. Hang on. I gotta make sure I find it. Where are you? Must be back here somewhere. Are you in between? Yes. There we go. And Byron wants a 3-headed dog. Then I get to this. And Joe's like, Mom, 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 Mom. Joe's 33. Joe wants those. So Joseph is going to have those. He's like, Emily, get over here. Look what my mom's knitting me. And I am knitting them. So yeah, so I'm really happy with that. There's a couple sweaters in there, but we'll talk about those later in the year that I'm going to knit for myself. But yeah, and I'd really like to knit the blanket that's in there because it's so nice. It's the Order of the Phoenix blanket. It's lovely. Anyway, yeah, so that's it. There's nothing super duper going on. I haven't started spinning that other wool yet. But I am sort of semi-pleased with the state of this chain play that I did. So yeah. Anyway, I gotta get sewing. So I'm gonna take my leave here. I hope that you have a terrific next 4 days. I will see you on Monday. Please stick to this. You can do whatever it is you're doing to make yourself healthier, lose weight, lower your cholesterol, whatever. I know you can do it. It's fucking hard, but you can do it. So stick to it. Okay? I will see you on Monday. Take care of yourselves. Have a good weekend. Bye.